start standing in the middle of our mat. We're going to make sure our feet are hips width apart. We're going to bring all of our weight into our left leg. Slowly start to rise up or bend your knee, grabbing onto that right foot. Make sure there's a slight bend in your left knee. Make sure you never lock your knee. Always have a slight bend. And then we're going to breathe here in a quad stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. My advice, if you're having a hard time balancing, hand to the wall, easy, no problem, do that. Or find your drishti, your point of focus. It could be on the wall, it can be on the ground. Just find that one spot, focus solely on that spot this entire time. Then we're going to drop the right foot, put all your weight into the right foot, rise up your left. Find that drishti and breathe here. Slowly drop that left foot onto the mat. We're going to widen our stance. Then we're going to bring our hands onto the hips. We're going to inhale and then exhale, slowly start to bow forward, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Bringing our hands down onto the mat. Breathing here just for a moment. And then we're going to start to bend in the right knee, coming down. And then we're going to twist the left leg, coming up onto the heel, coming into a nice inner hamstring stretch. Breathe here. And then we're going to slowly start to come back up to wide-legged, bringing both feet flat onto the mat, and then coming down onto the left side, turning that right foot onto the heel, stretching once more. We're going to just do that one more time. We're going to come back up to wide-legged forward fold, start bending in the right leg, turning the left foot onto the heel. And then we're going to come up, wide-legged forward fold, and bending in the left leg, rising the right foot up to the sky. Nice little stretch. We're going to come on up. And we're going to bring our hands onto our hips and slowly rise on up. Awesome. Now we're going to come to the top of our mat. We're going to inhale, exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant our hands onto the mat and step back to plank. Step back to downward facing dog. And then from here, we're going to inhale, rise the right foot up to the sky. Exhale, place it in between your hands. Drop that back knee. And here you can bring your toes to untuck or keep them tucked, depending how it feels on your knee. I prefer mine untucked. But we're going to come here to low crescent, Anjaneyasana. Make sure your knee is stacked over your ankle. We're going to open up our chest, breathe here for a second. Then we're going to exhale, slowly start to come backwards, sending that toe flexed up to the sky, toes pointing up to the ceiling, rotating on that heel, coming back into half splits. Breathe here. And we're going to slowly roll that foot flat onto the mat, and then coming back to low crescent Anjaneyasana. Going to inhale here, then exhale, send those hips back, coming into half splits. We'll just do that one more time. So bringing that foot flat, bringing your chest forward, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale to half splits. Then we're going to bring our foot flat, low Anjaneyasana. Tuck those back toes if they aren't already tucked. Lift up that back knee, and then we're going to plant both hands onto the mat, but we're going to take our right hand, place it onto the inner side of your right foot, so both hands are on the inner side. And we're going to start to just kind of heel toe our foot out to the side of the mat. So our foot is on the edge of the right side of the mat. Our toes can be slightly pointed out to the right, but now we're coming into lizard. So breathe here in lizard. If this is too much, please drop the back knee again. breathe here and lizard just for a little while, just for a few moments. Awesome. We're going to then lift that back knee up as it's dropped. We're going to heel toe our foot back. We're going to take our right hand, bring it on either side of the foot, so our hands are again on either side of the foot. And then we're going to step back to down dog. We're going to just lift that right leg up and just kind of circle with our knee, back and forth. Then we're going to come back to down dog, center ourselves. Then inhale, raise that right foot up. And then exhale, come forward. But this time we're going to bring our shin and place it onto the mat. Parallel-ish. We're going to come into pigeon, so bringing that left leg out long. But if you come into pigeon, make sure your front foot is flexed or pointed. Make sure that foot is activated. And if pigeon is too much, please make your way onto your back. Bring that right foot, cross it over the left knee, and then coming into all fours, bringing the left leg up, hugging in. If you can't do pigeon, please do that modification. But we're going to breathe here in pigeon just for a moment. Again, make sure that front foot is activated somehow, flexed or pointed. Breathe here in pigeon. Now wherever you are, we're going to make our way back to downward facing dog. Please take your time. And then we're going to repeat what we just did on the left side. So we're going to inhale, raise our left foot up to the sky. Exhale, place it in between our hands. Drop the back knee. Keep your toes tucked or untucked, depending how it feels on this leg. We're going to come into low crescent Anjaneyasana. Bring the chest forward, breathe here. And then we're going to inhale and exhale, slowly start to roll back on that left heel, bringing our toes, pointing them up to the sky, coming into half splits. We're going to inhale, coming back into low Anjaneyasana, planting that foot, bringing our chest forward. And then exhale, back into half splits. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale, low Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, splits. Awesome job, last one. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, splits. And we're going to bring our foot back into Anjaneyasana. We're going to take our left hand, bring it on the inside of the left foot. We're going to heel toe our foot out to the side of the mat. Again, remember you can point your toes slightly out. We're coming into lizard. From here, you can raise that back leg off the mat or keep it down onto the mat, however it feels to you. And remember, just try to repeat what you kind of did on the right side so you're not too unbalanced, but do what feels right. But breathe here in lizard. Take just a few more breaths. We're going to tuck the back toes. If they aren't already tucked, lift the back leg. If it's not already lifted, we're going to make our way into downward dog. We're going to lift that left leg up to the sky and just do some hip circles. Bringing the knee into some circles, going back and forth. Just opening up the hip a little bit more. We're going to come into down dog. Breathe here just for a moment. We're going to inhale, raise that left foot again. Exhale, bring it forward, planting the shin onto the mat, bringing that right leg back. Coming into pigeon. Once again, make sure that front foot, flexed, pointed, is activated. Once again, if pigeon is too much for you, please come onto your back. Bring your left foot, place it over your right knee, lift that right knee or leg off the mat, hug it in just slightly. It'll give you the same stretch, but it's modified if your knees can't handle pigeon. So just breathe in your four pose or your pigeon pose, wherever you are. Just breathe here for a moment. And from here, we're going to tuck our back toes if they aren't already tucked. And wherever you are, we're going to make our way to downward dog once again. So just breathe here in down dog. And we're going to inhale, look between the hands, and exhale, step up to the top of the mat, coming into forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, you're going to bring our feet about hips width, not hips width, but about the width of your yoga mat. Toes pointed slightly out. We're going to bring our hands to heart center if they aren't already there. Inhale, and exhale, slowly make our way into Malasana Yogi Squat. And if you can't come all the way down like this is the time to grab a block or a pillow or anything like that so you can sit up. Everyone has different hips, so please take what you need. Breathe here in Malasana. And then we're going to slowly take our hands behind us and come to a seated, bringing our legs out long. And then taking the right foot, bringing it into the left thigh. We're going to do some runner's lunge. Inhale. You're not runner's lunge, runner's stretch. Inhale, and exhale, bow forward. Take a few more breaths here. Then we're gonna inhale, raise up, switch legs, right foot out long. We're gonna take the last couple of breaths right here. We're going to inhale, rise up, and bring both legs out in front of you. We're gonna inhale, raise our arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down in front of you. You don't have to touch your toes. Your hands can land anywhere on your leg. Just try not to round your back. Just try to keep a nice straight back. Your hands will land wherever they land. The more you do this, the more your hands might go down your leg. But right now, it's perfect wherever they land. Keep breathing here. Nice inhale and exhale. You can go a little bit deeper. Breathe here. We're going to take a nice inhale. And then exhale, we're going to come on up. And then we're just going to slowly bring our feet in, coming into Sukhasana. And you are done with your lower body stretch, your lower body flow, stretch, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.